Hello students, this is CA Pragnesh Kanabar, your audit faculty for CA Final and CA Inter level. So, CA Final students who have their exams in May 23 are worried. How do they score 60 plus from here on? Today is 16th December 2022, man. How to go from here on and how to systematically eliminate the fear of audit subject. And for this purpose, हाँ दोस्तों इसी पर्पस के लिए I am issuing this video where I will give you a full preparation strategy for scoring 60 plus. Yes. So students, what I am going to bring about in this particular video, मैं क्या देने वाला हूं मेरी तरफ से in this particular video. पूरा preparation strategy from here till exams आपको क्या करना है. Little bit Hindi will be spoken in between just for pan India acceptability. Otherwise, largely video will remain in English so that North India, South India सबको समझ में आ जाए. Preparation strategy is divided into 4 parts. First, syllabus breakup and broad weightage. Second, study material to be referred. Third, complete schedule with daily targets and test series. And fourth, tips to write exam paper and smartly score 60 plus. Okay. Now everyone over here. First, broadly syllabus breakup. So standards in auditing, there are 4 chapters in the module and auditing pronouncements. That much material you have received from the ICAI and it will have an impact of around 25 to 30 marks impact across the whole paper. कोई भी attempt ले लो आप, no matter whichever paper you take, you will see this particular impact. Professional ethics will obviously have 16 marks impact. Company audit, section 139 to 148, CARO 2020. And audit of CFS, so all that company audit related topics will have around 10 to 12 marks impact across the whole paper, and other topics of audit of various entities and special audit assignments will have around 30 to 35 marks impact across the whole paper. Little bit of impact will also be there of Ind AS and Schedule 3, which can range from 5 to 8 marks. In every single paper, some impact is always there of Ind AS and Schedule 3. Your question paper, that's divided into 2 parts. Part 1, part A is MCQ 30 marks, where you have 2 case studies into 5 questions per case study, making it 20 marks because one question is of 2 marks and 10 individual MCQs. Normally, this is what we see. Alright. इसमें थोड़ा बहुत अंदर, if institute wants, they can change it, but 30 marks MCQs are for sure. And your descriptive is 70 marks. Question number 1 is compulsory. You have to attempt any 4 out of the remaining 5 questions. Each question of brief answer, is of 14 marks. Each main question, and under that you have 554 का range, 554, 554, 554. थोड़ा बहुत इसमें अगर इंस्टीट्यूट को खेलना है तो खेल सकते हैं, but every single question will be of 14 marks. You are expected to attempt 5 questions, 1 compulsory, 4 out of the remaining 5. Question 6 will have some little bit of internal options. So this is your broadly the syllabus and the weightage. I don't believe in ABC analysis. Rather than that, I will give you a different audit strategy through which you will be able to nicely get through the papers. So as of now, November 22 results have not come, but in May 22, many of my students scored 60 plus and many of the students scored 70 plus, 77 being the highest that my student scored. All right, was not all India highest, but then of course in the top 5. Now over here, okay, I've posted all India highest students earlier, but I will link सब दिख जाएगा आपको PDF में. Now, study material to be referred. Now, there are 2 categories of students. Students who are doing self-study and students who have joined coaching. For students who are doing self-study, ICI study material with past papers, RTP hosted on website of the ICI, you have to cover every single bit. But for students who have joined coaching, you can refer coaching class material. Even for my students, I'm saying, you refer coaching class material. It is perfectly fine. But अगर आप मेरे student भी हो, तो भी मैं बोल रहा हूँ, even if you are my student still, randomly you should do a little bit of cross checking between the study material given by the coaching classes and what is given in the ICI module that is applicable for your attempt. Alright, little bit you should always reconcile. There can be some mismatch, there can be some paragraphs in the module that you don't see in your professor's notes. Question your professor, get clarification कि सर ये क्यों नहीं है, इसमें आपका क्या लॉजिक है, क्यों नहीं रखा है, get clarification. I will answer my students. Other professors should also be willing to answer their students. Okay. But the biggest thing, you can boost your preparation with my special test series. This test series I am going to take only 75 students. I have already announced it by the time you are watching this video. And if you want to see the complete details of the test series, you can click on this particular link. A proper 6 unit test and 2 prelim papers. But here this video is not about giving more details about the test series. It is about your preparation strategy. So this is the study material to be referred. Question bank के लिए आप कोई अलग से material खरीदो, there are scanners in the market, you do XYZ things, it's okay, but frankly too much dependence on question bank and not doing the content can kill you. Alright, so please ensure that you are focusing more on the content and question bank अपने आप होता जाएगा उसके साथ. Now daily targets with schedule up to May 23. Preparation timetable which is recommended by me. There are two categories of students. One, students who can study audit in one shot. They can finish audit in one shot, correct? And then एक साथ बैठते 10-12 days and they finish it off. And then there are students who are like, no, I cannot do it in one shot. All right, I need to do a little bit of audit on daily basis. दोनों का consideration किया है, do not worry about it. So you see how much I've thought about the preparation schedule, and it's not just a video to just get your clicks, views, and likes and comments. In fact, on my videos, I will not get too much of likes and comments because I straight away come to the topic and I don't beat around the bush here and there. Okay, so first thing, students who can study audit in one shot, start your preparation from 15th Feb. क्या है सर 15th Feb को? 14th Feb में दिल टूटेगा and घायल share is more dangerous. No, actually 15th Feb 23 onwards, why I'm giving this time slot, because January and first 10 days of Feb you will do practical papers, so you will get in that form of studying. Audit can't be the first subject to bring you back in form. It is FR, it is SFM, it is costing. These kind of subjects, they bring you back in form. So once you are on 15th Feb 2023, you are fully in flow, you are clocking 11-12 hours a day, and that is when I want you. And I have given the full preparation schedule. So you see, I have divided every single day in part 1 and part 2, part 1 and part 2. So 15th Feb se leke, you will see the days divided into part 1, part 2, part 1, part 2, part 1, part 2. Now this is what I expect from you from 15 Feb to 24 Feb to finish it off. I have given the topics, I have given the time allocation, I have given a little bit of my remarks where you need to focus more. Do not forget, there is one full revision marathon series also with full playlist, alright, which I shot for November 22. Thankfully remains applicable for May 23 also, and you can continue to see it from there wherever you find that topics are difficult. Always stick to your course material, but where you find topics are difficult, you can take the help of revision videos. You can join my Telegram group. You will keep on getting more and more updates. बाकी daily basis पे आपको क्या करना है, कितना करना है, कैसे करना है, that I have written it over here. So I am not just reading it, unnecessarily it is time waste. Okay. But I have very thoughtfully made a schedule by which audit can be done in one shot. Combination of essay and non-essay topics. Then, for students who cannot study audit in one shot, correct? So you have your daily schedule over here. From 20th Jan it will start till March last week it will go. Acha, for both the categories of students, I have thought about first reading, second reading, third reading, everything, and you will find it inside this. Okay, don't worry about it. For example, for the students who can study audit in one shot, from 15th Feb to 24th Feb they finish off audit. All right, and then they have to revise on daily basis or once in 2 days for 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 45 minutes or so. Correct. And when they are revising in their revision, they can follow the schedule of my test series. So let us say that my test series has first test of these topics, correct? Then आपका first reading हो जाने के बाद, जो students one shot में read करने वाले, आपका first reading हो जाने के बाद, from the second reading onwards, correct? You can revise it in this flow and you can finish it off. But जो students one shot में read नहीं करने वाले, daily little bit they are going to do, they should include test series in their first reading itself. Yes. So like you did these many topics, test 1, then you did these many topics, then test 2 accordingly. So students, if you genuinely, see this full PDF and read it nicely, you will see that I have cracked the code for you. Alright, what you are supposed to do in order to score 60 plus. Then after this, after this whole preparation schedule and stuff, there are some tips which I have given to score, to write the paper and score 60 plus smartly. Obviously, in your paper, you will see section oriented content, some technical content and some pure theory content. अब जो pure theory content होता है, there you have to just tally 2 points per answer with the suggested answer. So when you are reading theory, all right, and abhi focus karo, this is the most important part. When you are reading theory, for example, there are 5 factors, 6 factors, 7 examples, 8 examples. Who is asking you to by heart everything? But you can do something of everything rather than by hearting everything. So if there are 10 concepts in a theory topic, for each concept you by heart 2 points, which for sure will tally with their suggested answer. But if 10 concepts have 5 points each, so 10 into 5, 50 points will be too much of pressure. But 10 into 20, 10 into 2, 20 points will not be that much pressure. And once you tally 2 points, 1 or 2 points you can write on your own, but you will eliminate the possibility of scoring 0 in such theory question and answers. Yes, bacha. And then whenever there is technical stuff like professional ethics, which clause, like company audit, which section, like peer review, what is the requirement, like tax audit, which clause, like audit committee, what is the requirement, all of this technical part, you can target full marks. And that is how you get very closer and closer and closer to 60 plus. But I really want you to read these tips. This is just one tip that I elaborated. I really want you to read these tips, and get into the style of writing the papers properly. Like small things I've covered what you're supposed to do when you're attempting the paper. Don't worry about it. And then I've given you some important links also where you can find revision videos, supportive content, my YouTube channel playlist, and also one video which I had shot in detail about what kind of mistakes students commit. That was the certified copy analysis. That also you can see. And this will give you complete clarity about how you're supposed to proceed from here till May 23. But remember one thing, if you want to have a conversation with me, I am available on my app. There are more than 12,000 plus students on my app. I don't keep on singing about it, but there are more than 12,000 plus students on my app who are seeking the services, and I'm talking about the active users. So sometimes it takes a little bit of time for me to respond. All right. The students who have already enrolled with me, they can prefer WhatsApp doubt solving. All right, because they have my individual WhatsApp numbers. Okay, whether you enrolled for regular course, fast track course, test series, whatever it is, and I will reply you over there on WhatsApp. So on daily basis, I spend around couple of hours, 1.5 hour replying on the WhatsApp and 30-45 minutes replying on the chat box of the app. So your number will come, if you want to really have a conversation, and I will try my level best to remain available. March and April month I have anyways kept a very less exposure to the lectures and the scheduling so that I can be more available for the exam preparation. Okay, but do not worry, I am there with you. All right, so do not worry at all the best, and I really hope that you are going to clear not only audit but the whole chartered accountancy exams. See you on the other side, my friend, very soon as a chartered accountant. Thank you so much.